Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Nicole from Perfectly Imperfect Planning, and today we are setting up for the month of September in my Junior Catch-All Planner. If you are familiar with my channel, then you know what this video will entail. If you are new to this channel, this video is a monthly video where I basically hit a reset on my planner. I give it a little fresh look. I go through and see what is working, what is not working, take out old inserts, put in new inserts. Because I get different products and subscription boxes, I get some inserts that I have never had before, so I like to mix and match and change things up and use what I have essentially. I don't want things sitting around. I don't want it collecting dust. Eventually I'll go through a mode where I'll just purge everything, and that's not helping anything because I'll just throw it away. So I might as well use it before I get to that point. So today we are just going to hit refresh, give it a new look. This cover is from the August cover of Jane's Agenda, along with these dashboards. Most of the dashboards in here are Jane's Agenda. I will let you know if they're not. However, this video, I'm not doing a complete reset with new discs and everything. I'm actually keeping the discs because I know what's coming up in the next few months, and I might be keeping these chocolate discs on here. Actually, these are a mocha disc from Levenger, and I am so glad that I finally caved and I got these because they are so rich and so nice. And they are kind of fitting for my next cover. So let's remove this cover. And we're gonna do it slowly so we don't break. I will say I do like this plaid cover. Why is this being weird for me today? Looks like I'm struggling. I usually don't struggle like this. Maybe because I'm being overly cautious about it. What I love about it is there's also like a white flannel. You could do the copper or and I almost debated leaving it on because it will match really well with the other cover that I have coming and the other dashboards. But I am really looking forward to the cover and dashboards that I'm doing. Now, I'm not, surprisingly, not going to be using the cover and dashboards from the September Jane's Agenda box because it was a celestial theme, and while it is absolutely gorgeous, I had my heart set on this for my setup for a while. I almost changed it mid-August because I couldn't wait. But I was like, no, Nicole, you have to wait. And this 2025 vellum is starting to fray, but that's okay. So I am going old school with my covers today with this leaf cover that Jean did. I think this was the October box for last year because September was the anniversary box, which we got a black cover, like a black and white clear cover with a floral dashboard, and then October was this one, and then November was like a leafy theme. I think the reason why I'm struggling right now is because my discs are really full. So I'm going to put on this vellum and then this dashboard. I just wanted something soft. Oh, that is so pretty. Look at that. Oh, I love this already. I could have went with a bronze disc for this and made this a little softer, but I kind of like the richness of the black or the mocha, or the mocha discs. And then we're going to put on the back cover. How about we do it this way? Maybe that'll be easier. So this is actually a dashboard cover from Jane's Agenda, and what that means is that the cover is actually small. It doesn't go over the dividers, and I wanted that on purpose because the wrap that I'm going to be using will cover everything, and because it's not a Jane's Agenda wrap, it will like cut a little small, and I want it to cover, so I'm using a dashboard cover because I don't need a cover if I'm doing a wrap. So with that said, that is my cover. Now we go in and let's see. Yeah, I think I took all the film off. Maybe I did. Did I? Or did I just damage this? And this is, oh, that's just part of the leaf. Okay. There's always a film on those. So I have my yearly overview. I just like how that looks. And then we get into my brain dump section, which is like super dark. And I want to switch it out with this because it just screams fall. And I live in upstate New York, so it is the end of August and it is already chilly. We've had some really, really beautiful days. They've been in the 70s. The mornings have been like the 60s. And so I could just feel that fall is in the air, and September comes and you just have that like back to school vibe. There's something in the air that just changes in September, at least for me. It always has ever since I was a little kid. So I'm already in the fall vibe. So I wanted to put this here. Now I have this vellum that's ASAP. That's as slow as possible, as sustainable as possible, as secure as possible, as simple as possible, as steady as possible, allow space and pause. And then I have this leaf, which is also a October dashboard from Jane's Agenda. I don't have much in here except for a task list with some brain dump things, which you don't need to see. And then we have my calendar section. And I do this every month where I don't cover my address. And then I go through this like, whoopsie, my information. And then I'm like doing this awkward covered thing where I'm like, oh, you guys can't see that. And then this is getting September. I love this New York skyline for the fall. This was part of the, I think this was the part of the October box, because it's like so orangey, and I used it as my cover last year and I'm not disappointed. So we're just gonna stick that right down there this way. Oh, actually I lied. I stick the whole, there we go. So that is my calendar section. Autumn is a second spring when every leaf is a flower. And then we have my yearly overview pages, so I can look at those at a glance. And then we have my August pages, which we can take out and I think we are going to use my new inserts from Jane's Agenda. So, I'm just trying to find a page that I can pull out. Nope. Yes. All right. So I am a monthly girl, and I don't have a month on 2 pages printed right now for me. This I'm actually going to take out because I don't need this right now. So I like how this is like an overview to look at September. I have to get my month on 2 pages, but this is also goals, tasks, free space, and this. So I like how this is like a pre-planning page for the month. I'm going to have my month on 2 pages here, or maybe I'll use a month on 1 page. I really don't have that much going on this month. Let's see. Do I have them over here? This is a weekly undated. This is all my, these are all my inserts for like different planners, and I'm trying to find my month on 1 page. I think they're here. So I want the ones that are vertical. All right. I think my other thing, it is. So it's right here. Maybe. I'm not completely sold, but I don't have a lot going on. And if I have this like this, then I can then look at what's going on here. That is an idea. We can try it this month, and I'll add less bulk to my planner. Let's try it. And then I like how this opens up like this. Oh, that's why I wanted a month on 2 pages. Huh, this might not work because I need the back page, but I'm going to put it here for now. Okay, so then we have my goals, which I think I was going to change this out. I was going to do this one. This could totally be wrong. I might be making all this up. Then I have my YouTube and my, so I have YouTube, and then I have my book blog, and then we have my, now Book Babes does not change. This girl stays in here. I don't take her out at all. I love her there. And so then we have bills. And I'm using my leaf from last year's. This was the November from last year. And then we have home, which I'm actually going to do. I don't think I'm going to do it over. No. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to stick this here. This is so pretty. that was part of, I want to say March or February box of this year. Then we have my meal planning section, which doesn't get a dashboard. And then we have my family section, which I have something there. So family was going to get a different dashboard, I think. This was going to be personal. No, it wasn't. This was going to be family. And then personal is this girl right here. She stays. Reference can be, this can get taken out. This has been in there a long time. I think we're going to use these waterfall. And then notes and things, which I think, do I want to leave this plaid in here? Let's take it out. Let's take this out. There we go. All right. I think that's it. Ugh. I absolutely love this. This is so pretty. This is like my vibe. Like, I am in love with this. This was a really quick pass through. I have to, let's see. Oh, I forgot to put some inserts in. So for my meal planning section, this is family meal planning. I replace this monthly with a new month because this is where I like note anything going on. So like last month, like my book club, I had visitors, and then ideas for dinner. I also note like if we're eating out, so there are days that I don't have to worry. And then on this page, on this side, I have a grocery list and then weekly planner, meal planner if I need it. These are removable, so I keep the ones I don't use on here just in case I want to use them for notes. And yeah, I have a couple more grocery lists in here, so I don't need any more. And then, yeah. All right, so now that I have that set up, now it's time for the decor pieces that are going into all right, so I have this brown cover and I'm going to slide this baby in and let's see how she fits or if she's too small. She might be a little small. Maybe I need the bigger covers. She feels a little big. It feels like it's not fitting right. I'm wondering if I got the wrong size. Maybe she just has a lot of room. We'll see. All right. In the meantime, while I figure that out, I have this pocket right here, which I'm going to put here, and then I have autumn right here. I think I might do autumn here. Cannot wait for what would become. I have I'm deliberate and afraid of nothing. And then a September calendar here. Maybe I'm not liking this card, but we're going to leave it for now because I don't want to hold this up. And then when we get to my calendar section, we need my monthly, which I was going to leave this in here, but I don't think I am. So pretty. And then we have my weeklies. So I have this one, which, so it technically goes like this, which I really like. And I like that it's not like the pink one. I like how it's brown. So that matches, those match the divider sets, and I like how it's see-through so I could still see my tabs. And I still have a flipper on the bottom, which I like. And then we have my goals. And I think we have, so this can go, this can go, this is from August. I can use, I think I'm going to leave this one in here. But my September, all right, that's not helping me because I don't have my Septembers. Uh-oh. Oh, I think because my September was the one I just put into. Okay. That's why. I have everything already in. All right. That's why. This is a little bit of a mess, but I'm kind of not liking this cover. It feels like really big to me. It feels like it doesn't fit right, which is not what I was expecting. And now I'm going to have to consider something else. Hold on. Okay, I'm just going to leave it because I looked through my wraps and I'm not seeing anything that I particularly like. I don't know, maybe I just have to break it in because I haven't used this. Maybe it was supposed to be for a little thicker. It's giving me room to do a thicker wrap. I don't know. We'll see. If anything, I might just take this out and just leave it like this and just have it. If anything, I could put on the actual cover to this and go from there. But I really, really like this. set up, so I don't want to like put a whole new cover on it. So we're just going to leave it as is and call it a day. I hope you enjoy this video. If you have not already done so, please consider hitting that subscribe button and continue following me on this planning journey. Till next time.